The ultra-luxury market just got a wake-up call, and it's coming from a brand you used to overlook for anything costing over 60 grand. Forget what you think you know about the Toyota experience. If you're currently looking at a Rolls-Royce Cullinan or a Bentley Bentayga and thinking, this is the pinnacle, you're paying for a badge while the real masterclass in silence is happening elsewhere. This is the 2026 Toyota Century SUV. It's a $170,000 statement of intent that treats the Lexus LX like a starter car. It's Japan's imperial flagship, finally evolved into a high-riding fortress. But before you call your importer, there is one specific decision Toyota made regarding the infotainment controls for the driver, not the passenger, that makes this feel shockingly rental spec in a car this expensive. We'll get into that budget blunder in a few minutes. Look at the sheer gravity of this thing. It doesn't use the aggressive look-at-me slashes of a BMW X7 or the massive gaping grills of an Audi Q8. Instead, the Century SUV is all about dignified presence. It has an upright, formal stance that feels more like a piece of architecture than a vehicle. Check out the Kamui black paint. 7 layers, hand-polished to a mirror finish. It makes the factory paint on a Mercedes GLS look like it was applied with a spray can. And instead of the standard Toyota badge, you get the Phoenix, engraved by a master artisan over 6 weeks. But here is where things get interesting. Look at the rear doors. They don't just open, they can be optioned as sliding doors. It's the ultimate flex for high-profile entry and exit, making every other luxury SUV door look clumsy and old-fashioned. All right, let's settle a bet. Would you rather have the traditional prestige of a Range Rover or the if you know exclusivity of this Century? Let me know in the comments, classic Rover or Century Phoenix? The old guard, the Toyota Highlander and Honda Pilot, are the villains here, but not for the reason you think. They've spent decades training us to think that a big Toyota SUV is just a plastic-filled family hauler for soccer practice. The Century SUV is here to dethrone that entire reputation. Inside, the tech isn't about flashy RGB lights, it's about omotenashi, or selfless hospitality. We're talking about digital curtain electrochromic glass. One tap and the rear windows go from transparent to opaque instantly. No mechanical shades, just physics. The real shocker is under the skin, the 3.5-liter V6 plug-in hybrid. While the legacy luxury SUVs are still lugging around thirsty V8s, the Century glides on electric power for 69 kilometers in total silence. It uses dynamic rear steering to make this 5.2-meter beast turn tighter than a Corolla. It's not just tech, it's tech that serves you. Quick question, fully reclining flatbed rear seats or more trunk space? Which one is the priority for your $170,000? Tell me, lounge or cargo? Driving this feels less like operating a machine and more like captaining a cloud. The rear comfort mode is a stroke of genius. It actually adjusts the braking and torque to minimize head toss for the passengers when the car stops. But I promised you a catch. Here it is, the cockpit. For a car that costs nearly $200,000, the driver's side switchgear is pulled almost directly from the Grand Highlander. The buttons, the stalks, and even the main infotainment UI feel common. If you're the owner-driver, you're looking at $30,000 worth of Toyota parts bin in a $270,000 interior. It's a massive oversight for a brand that claims to be chasing Rolls-Royce. So, here is the buy, lease, or wait verdict on the 2026 Toyota Century SUV. Buy it if you're a high-profile individual who values privacy and silence over showing off. It is hands down the most comfortable way to travel on 4 wheels today. Lease it? Honestly, you can't. These are low-volume, bespoke builds. You're either in the club or you're not. Wait if you're hoping for a North American or European left-hand drive version. As of now, this is a Japanese monarch's treasure, and getting one through customs is a nightmare you might not be ready for.
The Century SUV isn't just a new model, it's Toyota proving they can out-luxury the Europeans at their own game. Would you like me to do a deep dive into the Century's plug-in range and the BMW XM to see which hybrid actually delivers? Let me know.